Hi, this is our review for our quiz, and the first two just ask you to write the inequality that makes this true. So you just want to take your time. -9 is more negative than -5, so that means -5 is the bigger number. -9 is less than -5. Over here you want to actually do this. -4 plus 12 is +8. -3 times -6 is a +18. 18 is bigger than 8, so 8 is less than 18. So just take your time there. Should be easy ones. You don't want to make a silly mistake. 3, 4, and 5 have you writing. So this says I have less than 10,000 in my checking account. I'll use C for checking account. And it says I have less than. So less than 10,000. It's the easiest way to do it. Put a variable down, whatever represents this, and then kind of read and interpret from there. So here it says Hank has at most 400 friends on Facebook. So we'll do F for friends. And it says he has at most. So the most he has is 400. He might have less than, he might have exactly, but he doesn't have any more than that. So that's, again, that just makes sense. When you think about what numbers would work, it should lead you to that kind of answer. Betsy will volunteer for at least 20 hours. So we'll do V for volunteer. If you did something else, that's fine. But then it says at least 20. So that's the smallest it could be. Could be greater than, could be equal to. It's just not going to be any smaller than that 20. Right? So again, just think through it. Don't try to memorize. Just kind of ask yourself what would make sense. That usually is the best way to do it. For these here, we're solving and graphing, so we're going to add 11. Add 11, I get x less than or equal to 43. So I'm going to put 43 down. A couple numbers bigger, a couple numbers smaller. Circle the 43. It is equal to, so I can fill that in. And for less than, we go to numbers that are smaller than that. That's numbers this way. For number 7, we're going to divide by -8. Because we're dividing by -8, that sign has to flip. 32 divided by -8 is a -4. Okay, so I'm going to put -4 down. A couple numbers bigger, a couple numbers smaller. Circle. It is equal, so we're going to fill that in. And for less than, again, we'll go towards numbers that are smaller than that, to this side here. For number 8, two-step problem, we're going to add 11 first. So 9x is greater than 45, and then we're going to divide by 9, get x greater than 5. So I'm going to put 5 down, a couple numbers bigger, a couple numbers smaller. Circle it. It's not equal, so leave it open. And for greater than, we're talking about 6, 7, 8 things to this side here. Over here, we're going to subtract 10. So 22 is less than -2y. We're going to divide by -2. Because we divide by a negative, that sign's going to flip. And this is where we want to be a little careful. So I'm going to put numbers that are bigger, numbers smaller. Circle the -11. We are not equal, so we're going to leave it open. But really, because the y is over on this side, if we were to rewrite it, this is really y less than -11. We're looking for numbers that are less than -11. So those numbers are to this side here. So you want to be a little careful when that variable ends up on that side there. Okay. For 10 and 11, we're just doing some multi-steps. So we're going to distribute here. 4x minus 20 is greater than 16. And then we're going to add 20. We're going to get 4x greater than 36. And then divide by 4. We end up with x greater than 9. No need to flip. We didn't divide by a negative. Okay. That's our answer there. On this one, we're going to put our x's together. I got 2 x's plus 5 x's. That gives us 7 x's. Okay. We'll add 6. 35 less than 7x. And then we'll divide by 7. And we get 5 less than x. If you want to flip it around, make it x greater than 5, that works too. Either one of those will get the job done. All right. And then our last page here gave us 2 things that we were supposed to write an inequality for. And again, by now, I hope that these feel easy. You write down a variable, write down the number you're focused on. Look, what did you highlight? We highlighted numbers that are bigger than 199. So x, all these numbers are greater than 199. And we filled it in. So it could be equal to as well. Right? There's our inequality there. And then on this one, again, write down my variable, write down the number I'm focused on. What did I highlight? I highlighted numbers that are less than, smaller numbers. Did I fill it in? No. So we don't make it equal. All right. So that's your review. Tomorrow's quiz should go rather smoothly. And if you have any questions, obviously let me know.